Guys, I'm doing another battle report. It's kind of a battle report weekend. So today I'm going to do another video, another battle from the Beytube Cup from Japan. It's the newest video on the official Beyblade channel. So that link at the time of this recording. So I'm going to put that link in the description below. But today's battle is the second battle from that with another one of the Beyblade Femme Fatales that's always on their channel. So I'm going to bring up those combos right now. So we have a Wizard Rod on 360 ball, which those are all pretty standard parts. I mean, Wizard Rod, obviously running the meta. 360, that's a pretty blatant and obvious choice. And ball, come on. The guys, if we're running points out, he's got 2 points already deducted for running Wizard Rod and ball. Her combo, I do like this combo. So she's got a Hell's Chain, she's got 570, and she's got High Taper. I run High Taper on Sphinx Cowl, and I love the predictability of that bit. I love what it does. It's got a pretty decent amount of burst resistance. 570, I used to run 560. I don't really run 570, and I'm really not into the Incendio or Hell's Blades. So, I do like her combo more than his. Obviously, you guys watch the channel, you know my thoughts on Meta Blades. But yeah, so we see the setups. Her combo is not bad. I like her combo. His combo, obviously, top tier picks, right? So we'll go ahead and we'll get into the video, the first match. So 2, 1, go shoot. She, again, just like her counterpart from the last video, shot across. Difference is she's not running a defensive bit. So really, I don't think, I mean, she gassed out already. So she gassed out, she got that loss, she took the L, but really the big thing there for me is I don't think that she put enough power behind that launch. It kind of went across. It didn't really look like it was planned to go across, if you know what I mean. The launch was kind of shaky. Her stance was good. Launch seemed okay, but the spot where she was shooting at kind of seemed off center. I talked about it last video. If you're bouncing off that rail, you want to get the path of least resistance, but also the path of least distance, so that way you carry maximum velocity back into the center. If you're shooting up towards the pocket and hoping that brings you around, you're covering more ground and you're carrying less velocity. So really, we want to make sure that we're coming straight back. The match didn't look too bad. She had a lot of decent hits in there. None of them were solid hard hits. Looked like she was chipping. A lot of chip damage, right? She was coming across a few times. But yeah, not too much to say about that one. It looked like her strategy wasn't really all there. But that one, I feel like she didn't have enough power behind that, especially against Wizard on ball. So yeah, we'll get into the second video, or the second match. I think second and third run at the same time, so they launch. And again, this guy is launching super close. He's riding that rail and letting her burn out early, right? He knows she's going all over the place. And like I've said multiple times, second and third, both spin finish, right? So she's burning that energy, and he played smart. He tucked up close to the rail, rode the rail around slowly, and just burned out. He burned her down. She was bouncing all over like a pinball, right? Every time that we're making contact with that rail, while you might do an Excel dash or X dash or whatever they call it, you might hit that accelerator rail. You might speed up a little bit and you might get that hit in. But if you're hitting it and bouncing off, you're losing that momentum. You're losing velocity every time you touch it. So think about it like a little gauge. Every time you touch it, you're losing life, right? You're losing that stamina every single time. So the more that you're moving around and not staying center, the more stamina you're losing. So if we think about it as like we're swimming in the pool, right? If you hold your breath and you're trying to have a competition to see who can hold their breath the longest, hold your breath, you go underwater, don't move. Every time you move, oxygen is going to those parts of your body. You're burning more oxygen the more you move. So don't move, right? If you go underwater and I say, oh, I'm going to swim, and you just sit, odds are you're going to stay underwater longer than me because I'm burning that energy. It's the same thing when we're looking at Beyblade, right? If that ball, or I'm sorry, he's running ball. So if that ball bit is just sitting in the center, then, high taper is running around, we're burning off that stamina and we're not really getting anything for it. If we're burning that, we need to burn out hard and fast so that way we're getting those strong hits in. If we're not getting those strong hits in, we're going to end up with a spin finish because they're timing us out. So he tucked in close, he went around. I really liked his strategy. Again, I just don't think that she has strategy. Or maybe she does. I can't see it in these videos. I liked his strategy on Wizard Rod, tuck up close, let her run wild, and he kind of burned her down for matches 2 and 3. So we'll go ahead and we'll get into the final match. This is the 4th match. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. So now they've launched. Again, he's up, there we go. She's got some strong hits in. But ultimately, she burns out again in another spin finish. Now, she burned out again. 4 spin finishes. It was not a burst. There was no knockout. There's no 2 or 3 point hits. No, nothing like that. Spin finish. Spin finish means he outplayed you. He put himself up in that pocket. He stayed up there, let you burn out. Now, by the time he came out of that pocket, you were getting your hits in. But you had already lost too much. Those hits wore you down more than they wore him down. And he knew that. He knew that coming in. It was the 4th match. You were 3-0. He had no problem if you won that one. He was trying out a new technique. He was trying out something different. If you watch that video, he tried out something new. He put himself up in the pocket, thinking you may change your strategy. But it saved him enough by the time ball came down, you got your hits in, but he hadn't lost as much as you had. So when we look at these, remember, strategy plays a huge piece in this hobby. In this game, in this hobby, strategy is a huge part of it. And we have to watch our launches. And it's like I always say, once we launch, the game, our portion of this game is over. We have to build and strategize for our next launch. And if we're not learning from each launch, then the results are going to be the same. We're going to end up with a 4-0 spin finish just like that. If we're not learning from each match, we have to go into the next match different, right? So, I'm going to use that as a platform to say that my friends at Eastside Beyblades here in Atlanta, we're running a team tournament. Now, the team tournament is going to be a little bit different. That's going to be hosted in September of 2024. So the team tournament, it's going to be 2 to 3 players per team, and you can swap in and out at random. So it's going to be challenging to me because my teammates and I are going to have to build our own strategies together. But am I going to have enough time to build a strategy based on my opponent, or are they going to keep switching opponents? We have to watch everybody's battles, right? We have to learn from each person. It's just like anything else. So I'm really excited to bring you guys footage from our first team tournament here in Atlanta from Eastside Beyblades. We're bringing the Kings of the North. So I hope that everybody tunes in for that. That's going to be a ton of fun. I hope that you guys enjoyed these battle reports and a little bit of my breakdown and a little bit of my walkthrough of these videos. Let me know in the comments, what do you want to see? Do you want more breakdown? Do you want more videos talking about parts? What videos do you want to see from the Blader03 channel? So hey guys, with that, remember, we want to continue taking Beyblade seriously so other people will take Beyblade seriously. And above all, I hope you guys have an amazing day.